Now, welcome to part 3 of the series on Wolf Capital to see if their business model is actually legit or to see if it's the same turd in a toilet full of Ponzi's and schemes. Now, we have a background on what Wolf Capital is. We have a background on the team and what they've done in the past. We also have a few rebuttals to what it is that they're actually doing. Whether or not they can prove that or not, that's open to interpretation. But be that as it is, we do have a little bit of information from those previous videos that we can build upon in this video. And today we are going to dive even further into what Wolf Capital is doing and if their business model is actually legit or if it is all just one big ruse facade that pulls the wool over everyone's eyes yet again. But before we get into all of that, obviously go watch the previous videos and make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Now, let's go see if this is another wolf in sheep's clothing or if it's a true gem in a DeFi full of dirty schemes. Now, the first thing I want to say is I don't think that the statements that I made are false or misleading because this project is very apparently built on multi-level marketing and Ponzi-nomic principles. That is easy to see. Until they pivot from that, there is no credibility in my opinion because when new money continues to come in, it is very easy to pay out the old investors with the new money that is actually coming in until it eventually crumbles. And if you happen to give a F, go watch that video for that fix. Now, when every perk or participation in the company or operations comes with you have to deposit more money, that is not a sustainable business model that shows a true revenue generation source. But I want to point out the problems with bots first. Now, when you start to trust bots and increase your position size, one bad mess up actually wipes out all of your potential wins. Look at this 26K loss that wiped out days worth of grid bot gains, because let's be real, grid bots are only making, $40 trades here and there, making $2, $10, whatever it may be. Now, if you start to understand that you need to watch the positions and sizes in their profits in the Telegram, you'll start to understand that you're not necessarily seeing the full picture. And I'm going to be honest with you. We know for a fact that whenever these position sizes get larger, it becomes inherently harder to actually get good fills, not get stop hunted, and be profitable. So I'm interested to know where they actually post legitimate trade logs and how they prove that those trade logs are actually real trade logs. You can very easily download an Excel spreadsheet and edit the cells to say whatever it is that you need them to say. And don't even try it because every single exchange allows you to download the trade logs. It would be very simple. You do a screen share live and you say, I'm downloading the trade logs. I'm uploading them into this Discord channel. You can check and you can put a timestamp there and say, look, if these are altered or anything and this was not dropped in the same amount of time, then you know that this wasn't actually the trade logs. But all you would have to do, log in, download the trade logs, all of this on camera, drop it at the same time inside of the Discord, boom, wipe your hands of it, done. Nobody can ask those questions anymore. But you won't because you don't. Now, secondarily, historically speaking, bots, whether they are arbitrage, DCA, grid bots, they always lose in the end. So if they are legit and they are using bots, those bots will eventually lose and have a massive drawdown. Even if it's months into the future, it absolutely will happen. We know this for a fact because it has happened to almost every single bot known to mankind that has ever been invented, at least inside of the illiquid cryptocurrency ecosystem. The only bots that are actually working on a consistent basis and continually win are the top hedge fund market making bots that actually control the entire market with billions and trillions of dollars, and they're not just Moon Boy, whatever their partnership bots are. And let's be honest, Moon, whatever their partnership is, says that they're doing like fake miners too. Come on, man. The second thing, assuming that they are actually doing the trades and using bots, is that trading with a large amount of capital in this very illiquid crypto market compared to all other traditional markets at least, will get you stop hunted. Exchanges literally sell those high volume stop loss levels to institutions and whale groups. You'll get bad fills and you'll potentially get wrecked the higher your portfolio value goes. Unless you are a market maker. And let's be real, you guys aren't running a market maker bot. How do I know this? Because we have actually been looking into this for the past 10 months. We've talked to every single top bot firm out there. Private people, public people, whatever it may be. The only people that are making money with bots are the people that are selling them. If it's actually a good bot, no one is going to give it to you because they're going to continue to print money with it. They're not going to license it out like these Moon whatever guys that are giving it to Wolf Capital. They're not going to do that. okay? But over those past 10 months, we have always reached the same conclusion. Through forward testing, all the exact bots that you guys are talking about, they all eventually lose. Now, back testing results don't count either. Not that they have those and not that anybody mentioned anything about that, but back testing doesn't matter because that's stuff that happened in the past and it's not in real time, okay? So just because it hit a price somewhere doesn't mean that it hit a price in the volume that you would have needed it to hit or in the time frame that you needed it to hit either, at least to get your fill and be profitable. Now, let's touch on the trade logs real quick. I mean, let's touch on the fact that there are no trade logs that they're giving anyone. They literally come into the comments section or whatever and they say, oh, they do weekly trade logs. They're dropping them in the Discord. No, they're not. I actually went into your Discord and we saw your weekly progress channel or whatever it's called. They literally have the same screenshots that they put on Twitter. It's just a straw man. It's pretty easy to download the logs and just upload them instead of a screenshot that can be edited by any basic Photoshop editor from your account that you say you have, right? I'm not saying that they don't have money in the trading accounts. What I'm saying is that it would be very easy to edit that and not give you what you're requesting, which is the trade logs. They even said that they won't show the trade logs and that you can only copy trade them in order to see the trades for yourself. What? So basically, okay, now you have to buy an NFT in order to be able to see the trades. Okay, so keeping more money into the protocol. I get it, whatever. So if you're saying that you're posting trade logs, why are you actually going into your posting section and just posting the same screenshots that you post on Discord? I could literally make those screenshots and say I made $1 million. Why don't you show the accounts? Why don't you show the trade logs? That doesn't give anybody any data. Everybody knows what bots you're using. You advertise it on your website. Or are you not using those bots? I don't know. Seems weird to me. That's all I'm saying. Now, here's the issues that arose for copy trading. Their copy trading started over 2 weeks ago, but literally no one is talking about their profits from copy trading. Okay, we've been in countless communities where there's been copy trading and there's been people utilizing other people's bots and, signals groups and people giving you their TA and entries and exits. And whenever it works, everybody goes absolutely bonkers and talks about all the money that they've made, their ROI, all of this stuff, right? But to the contrary, the only person that has talked about it is actually showing that they lost on their trades when they were copy trading. That's a little odd to me. Secondarily, most people are saying that they can't even set it up. That's weird. So here's another thing. They could actually just be copying the Moonarch BSC bots and setting up those alerts inside of their Telegram and Discord. Because everybody's like, oh, they say all of these alerts and blah, blah, blah in the Telegram. Okay. So those actually don't really tell you much. They just tell you like, oh, a grid bot entered a trade for $40 and then, oh, we closed this trade out, not telling you what the trade is, but this trade got closed out for $17 profit. That doesn't really mean much, okay? So there's the burden of proof is not on other people. It's on the project to show people that this is actually what they're doing, right? So unfortunately, all of those bots that are inside of your Telegram that don't really show people anything and the screenshots that you're showing people, the screenshots, it doesn't actually prove your point. It does a good job of saying, hey, maybe these guys are doing this, but there's no irrefutable proof that you're actually doing it. Show all the balances inside of the accounts. Show the trade logs. It's really not that hard to do, but whatever. And all of this money that's moving around, dude, they tornado cash the heck out of this money. Every single time stuff comes in or gets moved to a wallet, they fund the contract wallet with a wallet that gets funded by another wallet that gets funded by another wallet so as to basically throw everyone off of that blockchain trail. It's weird, man. That's all I'm saying. Looks odd. And another issue that I wanted to bring up is like, why aren't they just trading themselves? If they're such lethal traders with such lethal bots, why are they offering it out to the masses? Not only to trade for them, but for copy trading. That would make literally no sense. And please don't come back with the altruistic, they want to help people rebuttal, or the fact that they make more money off of it, because in the end, any true business person would understand that you would definitely not make more money trading other people's money when you could trade your own money, compound it for a long time, and then take home 100% of the profit instead of 10%. Big difference. And by using other other people's funds and showing them the copy trading strategy, you're allowing those people to stack their orders up on your buys and stop losses and sell orders, which could cause you to get stop hunted almost every single time. I mean, once you go up above like a couple of 100,000 order, that's a big order block inside of a exchange. So if you're allowing people to do that, the likelihood of you actually getting your buys, your sells, and them getting filled, it's very unlikely. And secondarily, it's more likely that you're actually going to get stopped out because those exchanges, the ones that you say you're partnered with, are the same ones that are actually selling stop losses, buys and sell orders, and all those big blocks to whale groups and institutions so that they can stop hunt you and just get you wrecked. And anybody can partner with BitGet. I could literally partner with BitGet right now if I wanted to. It's a simple application process and I could let people copy trade. You know, it's risk disclosures. That's all it is for them. But here's the thing. If they really wanted more capital to make more money for themselves because they're such lethal traders, then they would go to a prop firm and secure that capital for minimal risk and without having to run an unregistered hedge fund. But to get prop firm money, you have to pass their test and have profitable results from the past. Trade log, profits, etc. Not back testing results, real results. Leading me to believe that they have none of that, so they asked retail DeFi participants that are ignorant to those facts to fund it for them, with the team minimizing their risk due to that. Because the fact that they did not do that makes me think that they want little to no risk and recourse, and they know that retail money that just simply comes in and stakes on their platform has no recourse in that because they're only investing a few $1,000s at a time and nobody would actually be coming after them for a few $1,000s. Whereas a prop firm that gives you 6 figs or more would definitely come after you if you did something wrong. And you can't run a Ponzi scheme on a prop firm. It's like impossible. Now, what I will say is I hope that they prove me wrong. I have not, historically speaking, been proven wrong yet. Would it be a welcomed breath of fresh air for these guys to actually be legit and be the ones that prove me wrong, that the one DeFi out of thousands is actually doing what they're saying that they're doing, are doing it with fiduciary intent? Yes. Here's one other issue that I want to bring up before we close though. Look at Stablefund, look at Furio, look at Goldbridge, all claiming the same things and doing essentially the same things. The only difference between those and this is that these guys have a little bot inside of their Telegram group that tells people of trades that may or may not be happening, and they have a copy trading system inside of BitGet that could be working for now, but as we know historically, bots will actually plummet into oblivion and get a lot of people wrecked in the future. And the last point that I want to make are the legalities on the casino. Why do they even want a casino? Why? Probably because it's just a simple balance transfer. It's like whenever you have 2 bank accounts, right? You don't actually see any transaction happen. You've got $100 in this account, you've got $50 in this account. You decide you want to transfer $20 from this account, the balance becomes $80. Then the balance over here becomes $70. It's a simple balance transfer. So whenever you want to take some of your money out, you're not actually probably going to see blockchain transactions where they send from that to a new wallet. You're probably going to have the same account inside of this casino where you can go and gamble, and historically speaking, the house always wins. You lose, then they don't have to pay anything out to anyone, and they actually keep you busy. The third red flag about this, in my opinion, is that they claim to have a crypto casino license. In what jurisdiction is that license? It does not matter where your company is located, incorporated, run, where your founders are, anything. If you don't have the licensing in the United States to operate, and I mean real licensing and regulatory compliance, Wolfer Finance and PreSend are both going through regulatory offerings just to bring a digital security to market. That has taken us 6 months, okay? And Wolfer Finance is an already established business, already has assets under management, already runs masternodes for FTM, Ethereum, Flux, AVAX, all of these, validator and masternodes, has a proven track record, right? Has already made hundreds of thousands of dollars that it will be distributing out in dividends to those digital security token holders once those CF offerings come to market over the next few weeks. This is how I know that they're not going to get a casino license of all things in 3 months. That has to pass way more regulatory frameworks than to bring a digital security to market just to have legal ability to distribute out dividends to your shareholders. That's exactly what Wolfer's doing right now. And that's exactly what PreSend is doing right now. And PreSend is a revolutionary wallet transaction security software that's just a software company. It's not handling anybody's money. It's not taking custody of anybody's funds, and it's literally stopping people from losing money on cross-chain transactions and has a pending patent. That's a legit company bringing a legit solution to the market, and it still takes 6 months for it to get regulated. But these are two legitimate avenues that you can look for inside of the Web3 space to actually put your money to work for you, and that will be here decades from now, unlike these unregistered hedge funds and Ponzi's that most people are running. Now, is Wolf Capital a Ponzi? That has yet to be determined. But if it smells like it, it might just possibly be. So make your own inferences from here, and I appreciate you showing up and giving me your time to present you this information. And if you like content like this, make sure that you go and watch the previous videos, and make sure that you show up to the videos that are coming in the future. Obviously, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up to this video. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.